Hey, what's going on, guys? Avenger Vast here. Working on some dials, finally. It's been 3 months since I worked on an actual dial, and I'm really excited. So, basically what this is, if you guys have seen this, this Hurry Arts made for me, and I removed this part because it was on here, and whenever I wanted to have figures on here, it always looked weird because one figure would be higher than the other, and I didn't want that. So what I decided to do was remove this. It was in by a screw. I might do something with this. Very cool. This is foam board, and I got some little extra pieces of foam that I had laying around, and you can see that this is rubble. I know my lighting is low. Once I get this in some good lighting and it's painted, you see everything, but this is basically the structure. I might add a few more pieces, but everything's drying. You can see some glue there, some glue there as well. This side I painted like last year in like September or something, very ironically the same time now, but that's what I'm working on there. And this is actually funny, if you guys can recognize this. This is from the flooring that I always use in my reviews or in like mostly in my photos. Now I realized something yesterday. When I was reviewing the figure, like my elbow was really laying down on here. You can see right here, it looks good, but at the same time it bends, and like there's a huge like bend. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's a huge bend, and like that's not good. And I decided to just keep this as it is. I cut it in half. I put it over a desk by the edge, and I just went like whoosh, and it, you know, cut in half very clean, so I can even stand it up on either side. And with this, I got this. I don't know what this is actually. It could be like a building, it could be a room, it could be like a subway. You know how like people, when they're waiting for the bus and they just stand around, that could be that, or just whatever, you know. You can do whatever I want. And the funny thing is, like way back in like June actually, I came up with this dumb idea. I was like, you know what, I should take this and put a random circle. I was like, and then I'm looking, I'm like, dude, why did I do that? I just lost like half of this dial. And that's exactly why I cut it in half, because I couldn't do anything with the other side. So there's that. I don't know if I'm gonna keep the circle in the middle, so that's cool. On this side, I'm gonna probably do a sewer. I'm not done with everything. Gotta wait for this to dry. And yeah, so once everything's done, I'll update you guys. 69 cents. Let's see. I like this color best. I just get one. What's going on, guys? Finally, I'm putting out the result of my dials. I tried to film this yesterday, but that didn't go too well because of the lighting. But finally, I have it all completed with the lighting all set up. So we're gonna move this character out the way. So first, starting off with the first dial that I completed. Now this is, I don't know what this is. Originally this hole was here because I messed up on a dial, and then I wanted to like, I was like, what am I supposed to do with it? And I got this random idea, so I don't know what it is, and I just like, you know what, it fits. So let's zoom out and let's show what I did. All right, so the paint is kind of like a burgundy red. It's kind of hard to see. Hopefully I'll be able to fix it, but it's like a burgundy red, dry brushed over black, which I think looks pretty cool. And for this is like a gray with like doodle brown dry brushed all over it. So basically this is just a base gray and then the doodle brown. And then right here is from poster board and real nails screwed in there, which are kind of loose right now. I don't know why. I don't want to glue it in there because I'll talk about why. But yeah, and then you have all these like Marvel logos. You have like Daily Bugle, Stark Industries, AIM, this hazardous sign, Alice Corp, keep out, help wanted, no smoking, so stuff like that. And yeah, I like how this came out. This is probably one of my favorite ones that I made. Now the reason why this is here is like a billboard, so if you wanted to, you can remove it. That's why the screws are in there. And you can put a character from a different universe, so that works. So that's dial number one. Dial number two is kind of like a retouch up from Hurry Arts dial. So showing that off real quick. This is a dial that Hurry Arts made for me last year, and I decided to touch it up some more, even though I already touched it up last year. Basically, it's like this rubble thing, which I think looks pretty cool. So the poster board I got from this, I took it off from here, and then I just dry brushed everything. So, and I added more rubble. So right here, you can see there's some rocks, a lot more scratches, a lot more holes. And I even touched up the paint a lot. So for the paint, I just, you know, base coated it black, dry brushed it silver gray, and then I hit a little bit of hints of brown, if you can see right there and right there. It's kind of like a rusty, dirty brown. So I like how that came out. And if you wanted to use an anime character like Asuna, you can do that. That gives me an idea that I'm gonna do in a different video, but if you wanted to do something like that, that would work. Or you can have the character sitting on here, or just kicking rocks around, whatever. And these are just glued in, they're not coming out easily. So they're not super glue, but they're not like hard super glue. So yeah, that's dial number 2. So dial number 3 is a dial that I'm kind of proud of, actually. This is like a mafia room. If you know, in like mafia movies, the mob boss is like, hey man, I want you guys to go there, I want you guys to go there, I want you to deliver this to Brooklyn, I want you to do that. That's basically what this is. So what this is really cool. That angle just looks awesome. Imagine the thing you can do with it. It could be anything. It could be like a room that is like in the hood, or it could be like a room that is like in a warehouse or whatever. That would be pretty cool. So moving him out the way, you can see this is just, actually, I don't remember what the base coat was, but I just base coated it again red, and then I dry brushed black, brown. It was black and brown mixed together, and then yeah, just dry brushed it on there. And right here, this is from a TV box set. The other dial I showed off is also from a TV box set. I just shaved it down so it's a lot more smoother than the other one. And this one is from poster boards. I just snipped it and glued it on here. And then it's kind of the same technique, it's just a lighter brown, and then I dry brushed it on there, and I dry brushed the whole thing with silver, so it gives us this nice overview. So yeah, and then you got this great thing, which is very flimsy. I got this at Michael's. Very flimsy, but it's glued in there, so it helps a little bit, but it's very flimsy. If I wanted to like have a character standing on here, it wouldn't work. But the other side, it's a 2-way dial. Not feeling this one. My mom recommended this one. Not feeling it, honestly. Really not. I guess you can use it for like an anime classroom or something else, but I don't know, maybe I'll grow onto it. But I have more dials, so I'm not stressing over it. I have more foam and stuff, so I can work, but this I'm not feeling. The same technique. This is just base coated blue. Originally it was white and green, but I decided to change it because of her opinion. And then I just dirtied it up, and then right here just kind of like added some tan. So I like how that came out. And last but not least is a dial that I made for the photo combat contest back in March, I believe. I decided to touch it up. I actually made my own dial for that competition. I lost. No hard feelings, but I just lost, and I was like, you know what, let me just make something out of this. So I just decided to like touch it up. I base coated it burgundy, and then I dry brushed it. So you can see that. This came with like a toy playset, so I had painted it earlier before I actually fixed this up. So yeah, that's all the dials. I'm not gonna put this one up here because it's standing on its own. But the other ones, let me know which one is your favorite that I showed off. I'm definitely making a lot more dials, putting out a lot more stuff. I have a bunch of stuff to review. I know you guys have been asking me about reviews and like when am I putting up other videos. A bunch of stuff is coming. I just don't have the time. You know, school, life, and stuff like that are in the way. But yeah, these are 2 of the 4 I showed off. Let me know which one is your favorite. Got some props for Michael's wine, and I got little like what do you call these things, cork bottles. So if I wanted to put something in there, I can do that. So yeah, let me know which one is your favorite. A lot more stuff is coming, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace. If you want any dial advice, comment below. If you want dial advice, I'll give you some tips. I'm not an expert, but I'm also not terrible, so I'll let you know.